We are here at the Pigeon Island National Park, where a press conference was held by the St. Lucia National Trust in efforts to clarify issues and misconceptions regarding the Queen's chain. Chair of the St. Lucia National Trust, Alison King, says recent damning statements regarding the charging of an entrance fee to enter into the park and gain access to the beach is a deliberate strategy to hollow out the trust, which has already been stripped of its subvention under the UWP administration. An emotional plea was made by King against the continued development by Cabot St. Lucia as conceived.
We should not be rushing to hand over control to outsiders for the next 75 years. Of a breathtakingly, I'm getting emotional now, of a breathtakingly beautiful and publicly owned space that our grandchildren have a right to enjoy. Cabot does not need this public space for a viable development within the extensive lands that they already own. Our position is that they should be free to share the Queen's chain with us, not shut it out.
The Trust has called on the government to take into account the ongoing pandemic and how it has essentially rendered certain sections of the nation's beaches unreachable by locals. Elected Representative SLNT Sean Compton highlighted that beaches with COVID-19 certified properties now act as sanctuaries for tourists. Compton, the son of the late Sir John Compton, is pleading for due process to take precedent in the Cabot St. Lucia development.
We're looking at many of the coastal users who are going to be disenfranchised if this development takes place as planned, because what will happen, if as shown, is going to be that a local will have to go to the gate and ask permission to get to the coast and then have to find their way somehow or the other. We all know how access goes at Sugar Beach currently. Sugar Beach is a mistake. And it is undignified access for locals to our beaches. And it's also a warning sign because now in times of COVID, we are looking at these beaches will become enclaves or seclusion zones because only the tourists will be allowed there, which means the locals will not ever be allowed on that beach in times of COVID because it will only be for foreigners. And if this happens like that, then we have lost access for sure to many parts of our island. So we need to consider how we develop this country moving forward in these times.
The self-proclaimed guardians of the island's patrimony argue that they are not standing in the way of development, rather seeking balanced and sustainable progress. The Trust continues to advocate against compromising the island's heritage for development. From the Pigeon Island National Park, Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.